welcome stream. We'll do finish 2.5 story, which should not take a whole lot longer. There's like 3 left. So this should not take very long until the light fades. The final spark in their eyes, fading slowly. Brilliant flash splits the darkened sky in two. A thunderous roar scatters the shadows. All fear and unease are forgotten in an instant. Every head turns to the place where the lightning struck, the colossal beast standing in solemn majesty. The crowd falls silent, and a single young voice cries out.
Mommy, look! It's Qiangliang!
The child raises a lantern excitedly.
It's just like the painting on my lantern!
The paper-crafted beast bears little resemblance to the mighty guardian towering in the distance. Yet something in its stern, round face carries something of its righteous spirit. The crowd shift their gaze between small paper lanterns and the guardian. Their voices finally return. Currently I am finishing the story for 2.5 of this game.
You're right! It's the legendary Sendao beast! Look! It has the tail of a snake and the head of a tiger! Just like the illustrations!
Has the legendary Qiangliang come to save us? Does that mean that girl is this Zhangzi?
What are you two yapping about? 显道 beast? 正直? Those are just fairy tales. Didn't Mr. Zhou say this was all part of a film shoot?
That's right! I told you this was all for a movie! Why don't you guys believe me?
And I feel like this is gonna be a very hard sell.
Oh, come on! You're always full of hot air! That said, there's no way this is real! It must just be some fancy special effects. So, I'll believe you this once.
Wait, so all those things were fake? I almost freaked out when those ghosts came out. The costumes and makeup were so real looking. Man, am I glad I came to Chinatown. This parade's been insane. I gotta take more photos.
The fear that once filled their hearts gradually fades. Those who understand the truth exchange knowing smiles.
Wow! That's Qiangliang, huh? Looks totally awesome! I heard that a descendant of the 12th Zhengzi joined the Vituber's bureau, but this is the first time I've ever seen Qiangliang in action!
Oh, looks like they got that actor lady under control. Now all we need to do is grab that cursed film reel and break the barrier. And the victims will be sane again. It'll be happily ever after for everyone.
Before she can finish speaking, her optimistic prediction is ruthlessly overturned.
What boy? This again?
What's going on? Didn't they finish the job?
An anomaly even greater than the last crashes down upon them. Startled cries arise from the crowd.
Look! iPhone! Something's wrong with it!
Something is very wrong indeed. What was assumed to be a mere optical distortion is now starting to seep into tangible reality. It is undeniably interfering with the physical world.
Is that archway melting?
It kinda looks like a burning piece of film.
We look at each other, finding the same alarm in each other's faces.
Wait! The barrier was created by that spooky film reel, right? Then, This mean is...
It's falling apart. We need to get out of here.
Get everyone away from the edges of the barrier. The further they are from those twisting buildings, the better.
Understood. But what the hell is going on? I thought you had the target locked down.
We do. But clearly this isn't over yet. Miss Latham, anything you can do?
Yes, sir, but I'll need a few of your men. I can use the containment incantation they taught me at work, but I don't think it'll hold for long.
Just do your best. In the meantime, we'll eliminate the problem at the source.
Eldon's furious gaze lands on Qixing.
All right, Qixing. Whatever you're doing with the reel, stop it now! Or I'll make you stop it!
I'm not doing anything.
She stands, her hat a few feet away, her body slumped against the wall behind her as she barely manages to stay upright. She forces a crooked grin.
It's the film reel. It's reached its limit.
From her coat, she pulls out the object responsible for all this chaos. Had Liang not once held the film reel herself, she might not have recognized it at all.
The reunion of the three swallows. What's happening to it? Wait, there's something else here. No doubt about it. Evil spirits. An insane number of them.
Liang shoves at the crowd, pressing to Qixing's side, and with just one glance at the film reel, her face goes pale. Upon hearing Annon's words, Liang's expression darkens.
So you think so too? We had a similar encounter at the city hall not long ago. Mr. Wang must have lost some of his spiritual energy to the film reel, leaving his body open to wandering evil spirits. Since then, I've suspected that...
The uneasy speculation lodges in her throat, but Annan voices it for her.
Of course! I should have realized earlier!
The ghost hunter lets out a long, frustrated sigh, and furrows her brow in thought, her expression growing increasingly grim.
Obviously, evil spirits would be attracted to the film reel. It's like leaving a pot of honey in front of a wasp's nest. A living soul is a wandering spirit's favorite meal. So with the number of souls scattered in the film reel, it's like a total feast. All that evil spiritual energy must have the film reel bursting at the seams.
Annan scans her surroundings, alarm in her eyes. The collapse is approaching fast, as if this reality itself is about to be swallowed whole. Yet neither Liang nor Annan can see a single wandering or evil spirit. A sudden realization strikes Liang. Her gaze snaps to Qixing. But upon seeing her, her eyes widen in shock.
Miss Qixing, your hand!
I must admit,
Deep, jagged cracks have spread across the entire film reel and climbed up Qixing's hand and arm like sinister veins.
the film reel isn't the only thing at its limit. I can't hold on much longer.
The vessel containing Qing's strapped around Liang's waist starts to shudder. The malevolent energy emanating from Qixing must be eradicated.
What does that mean?
Thought flashes through Liang's mind.
Could it be that the film reel has been out of control since the beginning?
That depends on how you define the beginning.
Even though Qixing avoids answering, Liang knows she's right. Scattered pieces of the puzzle find their place, and finally, the picture begins to form a whole.
Since the moment Miss Latham played the cursed film, people have started to suffer from mental disorders. But if you think about it, the sequence of events doesn't make sense. There were only 5 victims of the film incident in Hong Kong 8 years ago. But this time, the number of victims was growing rapidly. That was until you got involved, Miss Qixing. Ever since you took possession of the film reel, only a small number of specific people have been targeted. We thought you were exploiting the reel's power to carry out your vigilantism, but in truth, you were trying to control the reel by limiting its victims to those you deemed as villains.
No disbelief still colors her voice. Her words are not a question. Eldon and the others stare, caught between shock and suspicion, as they turn toward the woman they assumed was the true culprit.
Is that true?
You flatter me, little Vigil. I simply didn't want her legacy to become a tool of evil. That was never her intention.
So that's why you did all this? You wanted us all at the parade because you were losing control of the reel? But isn't your goal to kill Miss Noah? Was that also a setup? If the film reel wasn't part of your plan, then what was?
A conclusion she herself once stated, it resurfaces in her mind, and she realizes she made a critical error.
Miss Qixing still can't accept the way Miss Noah ended Detective 073. That's her motive. The ending consists of 2 major elements, the Shehe parade and the villain who should have been punished. She now sees Noah as that villain.
Noah isn't the villain, is she? In your perfect grand finale, the villain you intend to kill at the parade is none other than yourself.
It's a good ending for everyone. The big bad finally gets her comeuppance. And who better fits the role than me?
This is the grand finale you want to have? But why does it have to end like this?
Because this is the way it has to be. When a drop of ink falls onto paper, no matter how hard you wipe, it can never be spotless again. People say that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. What garbage. Some mistakes can never be forgiven.
What happened to He Rijun was an accident. You shouldn't blame yourself for her death. It wasn't your fault.
But it was my fault. It was my stubbornness, my selfishness, that pushed my dear friend, who really, truly cared for me, toward the cliff. How can someone like me carry the title of CO7? I don't deserve to stand in the spotlight ever again. Punishing those equally despicable pieces of scum made me feel better for a while, but it didn't last. That sickening feeling inside, that disgust in myself, it wouldn't stop. I looked everywhere for a way to heal it. But then I realized that the biggest piece of scum was me.
Ying looks up at the sky, lets out a long breath. For the first time, her expression softens, as if she has finally released the burden. Within her eyes, something new flickers. Hope.
The answer was so simple. I can hardly believe it took me so long to see it. And now, it's time to put an end to this nauseating nightmare.
Lane cannot understand it.
No, you're being too harsh on yourself. He doesn't blame you. I'm certain of it.
Quit it, Mitchell. Look around you. Can you still claim that I'm not to blame?
Well, I can. And let me tell you, Teresa was much stronger than you say she was.
Ling turns to see Potier helping Noir back into her wheelchair.
Yes, Teresa would cry often, but that made her no less determined of an artist. And before long she'd be at my door saying, I made some edits. Take a look. You know that's what she was like. Do you seriously think she gave up dreams, her life, just because of a few harsh words? No, I could never have a coward like that as a partner.
Noir's face is twisted in a fury Ling has never seen before. Sets of fire, the woman beneath her glare, making her frown and turn.
Whatever you say. Director or not, you can't tell me what to do anymore. I will have this ending. Come on, officers. Finish the job. I'd do it myself if I had the strength.
Her voice is unwavering.
I've learned a lot these past years. If you want to save this city, you'll have to kill me. Those spirits will disappear, and everything will be back to normal. A perfect grand finale, isn't it? So what are you waiting for?
So it's come to this, has it?
Eldon swears under his breath as she reaches for the gun at his waist. Qixing watches on, seemingly pleased.
Wait, sir!
Lightning shoots through Liang's body. Her feet, once nailed to the ground, suddenly feel weightless. She steps forward.
There's no guarantee that things will play out like Miss Qixing said. Please, let me try something. After all, exorcism is mine and Qiangliang's specialty.
Wait, what are you...
Before either Eldon or Qixing can react, the film reel is already in Liang's grasp.
Liang!
You out of your mind or something?
Yes, there are a huge number of evil entities bound within it. And this is probably the most formidable opponent Qiangliang and I have ever faced. But I must confront this challenge. Not to protect the honor of my family, or to mimic CO7 either. But because I want to. Because it's right. Every story has an ending. And I must act to create the best one for everyone. Sorry, I don't have any flower words or clever arguments. But if you're willing to help me... Please, Qiangliang, heed my call. This isn't good. Is this the best I get? Qiangliang?
幸有大贤方相使，受天子之托，向12摄提神请愿，得巫武之礼，降服恶兽，收为己用，更名为显道兽。然而，显道兽一时能庇护的范围终究有限，彼时人间仍有诸多邪祟诡异肆虐，非人力所能敌。但那时的百姓们却从未放弃过抵抗。 因为他们知道，只要心怀希望与斗志到最后一刻， 剑道手必将现身，逐除恶鬼，还人间一片太平。
香良 ，no！
Just in time to watch a tiger die. It's a skill issue. It'll be fine. Rescreen. You'll always love the story, where it remains there, unchanged. Nothing bad ever happens in this game. The storm clouds gradually disperse, and sunlight streams into the ward. In the corner, the television broadcasts a new report.
Last night, the Chinatown Shuhu Parade drew hundreds, as tourists and locals gathered for the Eastern spectacle. These photos, shared by an enthusiastic tourist, show the enormous holographic images that were created on site, using arcane skills to present a stunning performance of the Chinese folktale Zhang Liang's exorcism. The event has been deemed a well-organized success, with many promising to attend again next year. Locals have expressed their thanks. One spokesperson said, "It's been wonderful to share our culture with people from all around the world. Chinatown is always ready to welcome new friends from both near and far." In other news, the arcane vigilante Night Piercer, who has perpetrated dozens of attacks across the city, has been apprehended by the DAA. Night Piercer was revealed to be Qi Xing, a former Hong Kong movie star. Some members of the public have expressed continued support for the vigilante due to the questionable backgrounds of her victims. Deputy Chief Eldon of the Division of Arcane Affairs gave his response.
Vigilante justice is incredibly dangerous to our society. No individual has the right to bypass the law and enact their judgment on others. Taking the law into your own hands will only lead to chaos, violence, and potential harm to innocent people. We urge the citizens of Los Angeles to place their trust in us as we continue to dedicate ourselves to maintaining a safer society for everyone. If you share our passion for justice, we encourage all citizens to direct their assistance and feedback to the Division of Arcane Affairs.
The LAPD has just announced a plan to add a number of positions for Arcane Affairs officers in the coming year to address the DAA's staffing shortage. The St. Pavlov Foundation's Vigils Bureau training program is also set to begin in the coming months. To apply, please dial.
Hearing this news, the woman hops up joyfully and turns to the man sitting in bed.
Hey, they're hiring Arcane Affairs officers. Hasn't it always been your dream to don the uniform? Looks like they accept all the applicants too. Why don't you give it a shot when you are better?
Knock it off. I've been a greengrocer for 20 years. There's no way I could be a cop. Right?
He waves off his wife, but as he does so, he turns to the man beside him with a nervous look on his face, expecting the idea to get shot down. But the reaction he gets is unexpected.
What are you staring at me for? If you want to do it, just do it. I'm sure the neighborhood will be glad to see you wearing the badge. Besides, I spent some time with the officers at the parade. I'm sure that you will be just as capable as them. You're gonna have to toughen up a little, though.
Liang, who has been watching the exchange, smiles.
Mr. Wan, you're strong, healthy, and have a natural talent for arcane skills. With a little training, I'm sure you'll become an outstanding officer. There's a lot that goes into being an officer, but I believe what matters most is the heart to pursue justice and the courage to protect others. The doctor said you can be discharged soon. You should seriously consider applying for the position.
Well, in that case, I'll think about it.
Thank you so much, young lady. I heard you were the one who got rid of the curse and saved everyone. You are our hero.
She clasped Liang's hand tightly in a warm grip. This time, her hand is steady. Liang returns the handshake.
You're too kind, madam. I was only doing my job. And I didn't do it alone. It was a combined effort.
Well, that's that. No more cursed film crazies. Almost all the victims have recovered. Most of them have already been discharged too. Just a few poor saps who got hit hard are still around. But they should be out of here before long. Same goes for the victims in the parade. They've all regained their what's it called again?
Anna gives a helpless sigh.
It's 三魂七魄啊, madam. Just call it spiritual energy or something like that. I heard that those crooks who were taught by a thing or two by Xing has also recovered. Well, mentally lah. They are pretty physically messed up, so they will have to stay here for a while, I think.
So many victims and not a single death. That's a blessing.
Xing pulled her punches apparently. I guess deep down she wasn't the deliverer of justice she claimed she was. Well, no use wondering about it. Years on this job will quickly show you that the madness in Arcanist blood always comes out in Arcanist criminals. Trying to understand them is a waste of time.
That may be the case, but I think that if we look at each other as individuals, we can come to understand one another eventually.
She takes out the brick-sized mobile phone she has carried with her since she was 6 years old. But now, its screen remains dark. No matter how much Liang tries to summon the spirit residing within, there is no response.
If we'll try our best.
Holding on to hope, Liang tries a few different button combinations in the phone. Usually, the screen would light up, but this time, there is nothing.
Still nothing from Xiang Liang?
Liang lowers her gaze and shakes her head.
Well, what did you expect? That huge spooky spookters was a nasty opponent on its own. Not to mention all the ghosts that were attracted by that film reel. It was creepy lah. All those ghosts in one place. It was more crowded than the 大排檔. I mean, the Chinatown food store on a Saturday night. What's worse, those specters drowned the 三魂七魄 of innocent people. If that hadn't happened, then Qiang Liang wouldn't have had to say.
Anna cuts herself off. It would be too cruel to say those things in front of Liang.
Qiang Liang was lost because of my incompetence. I don't know how I'll be able to face my family now. And there's something else that's bothering me. When Qiang Liang pulled in the evil spirits, I thought I was going to die with it. But it looked at me and pushed me aside. It bore everything, all alone. Why did it go to such lengths to help me? Because I'm its Junzi. The way it looked at me, I think it wanted to tell me something. But I didn't understand what. Qiangliang had been by my side since I was 6. But I always saw it as a heavy burden or a double-edged sword. I never saw it as an independent individual or as a friend. I never tried to truly understand it. And now, I've probably lost the opportunity to ever understand it.
Laying falls silence. The other two exchange a glance and simultaneously pat her on the shoulders.
Come on, enough with the long face. Maybe Qiangliang will respond to you one day lah. You never know. And I'm here if you ever need my professional ghost-busting service. Exclusive discount just for you,
Agreed. Isn't it a literal legendary beast that's existed for ages? No way it bit the dust just like that. I bet it's recharging in its lair or something. Then it'll come back when it's full of juice again.
I hope so.
She knows these are just comforting words, but their concern for her gives her the strength to move forward nonetheless.
Oh, Portier! There you are. And the ghost-busting girl, Elaine! Great!
Hope this song isn't gonna get me copyrighted. A familiar figure waves from the end of the hallway as she hurries over, noticing Liang's slightly surprised expression. She slows her steps.
I mean, obviously. But if you don't mind.
I think this is wallpaper engine. Hold on. I'm pretty sure that's wallpaper engine. Just realized. Yeah, give me a second. Potassium. No clue what that means. Yeah, I changed up. Yeah, there it is. It's gone now. I changed up my wallpapers on Wallpaper Engine yesterday. I really wish there was an option or if there is. I don't know what the option is, just permanently mute the wallpapers. I really don't like when they start doing that. It's fine. Just have to. I'll probably get copyright for that, but I'll just have to cut it out.
Of course I don't. Just call me Liang.
Despite her swift response, Ling still feels a little surprised when she sees the officer extend her hand towards her.
Where are my manners? Name's Jenny Carter. Just Jenny's fine. Unlike your instructor, I don't try to hide my appreciation of people. I gotta say, you've done an awesome job. Folks at the department have all been talking about it. We're proud of you. Please tell me there's some way to postpone the end of your field training.
This is the second hand Liang has shaken today.
Thank you. That's very kind. What brings you here?
Deputy Chief Eldon, of course. Who else? Foundation staff have arrived. They're gonna take over Qixing's interrogation and everything. They're gonna take the film reel back to their headquarters, too. But your request has been approved. We can watch Reunion of the Three Swallows before they take it away.
For crying out loud, the DAA isn't a movie theater. Where'd all these people come from?
For like 3 months. I'm assuming you're talking about 2.8 Antarctica, and scans the group before him.
My apologies, sir. I invited them. This may be the only chance for Teresa's last work to be shown to the public. I want as many people to see it as possible. Every filmmaker wants their work to be shown to the world. I appreciate your understanding.
Before Eldon can respond, Annan cuts in.
Come on, sir. It's no big deal. Everyone here knows what really happened. We just want to know what the film's about.
Yeah, didn't you see something on TV about assistance and feedback? You'd be going back on your word if you ignored us now.
Hey, don't you go talking circles around me again.
Even in this harmonious scene, the two men can't help but bicker. Lothier rolls her eyes. Luckily, the two are quickly interrupted by a woman in Foundation uniform.
No need to worry, Deputy Chief Eldon. After thorough examination, we've determined that the film reel no longer possesses the ability to twist reality. It was our negligence that allowed the film to be taken in the first place. So, as Mr. Joe said, the people deserve to know the truth. Besides, every viewer is required to sign this confidentiality agreement before entering the screening room. Alright everyone, please hurry. The movie starts in 15 minutes.
Oh, I'm pumped! No way I'm missing this! Give me a pen!
Annan heads over to the desk. The AA officers and Chinatown private detectives follow suit. Ling and Noir, on the other hand, hang back. They already signed the confidentiality agreement. For all, they're the ones who drafted it. Even when it's spoiled.
You have my thanks, Vigil. If it weren't for you, I doubt Ah Sing and I would have had this chance to watch our good friend's swan song. I also have to thank you for helping me stop Ah Sing and for helping me keep my promise.
Your promise?
Noir pats her hands on her thighs.
Yes, I swore on these two legs. In the past, all I cared about was making the best film. I saw everyone, even my actors and writers, as tools to reach that goal. But I was wrong. There's no such thing as a best film, only a better film. And to make a better film, I need a team around me. What matters most is the people who make the film, not the film itself.
She turns her head and looks toward the bolted door, the other end of the room.
But as long as we're living, there's still a future. Maybe I should hire a good lawyer for Ah Sing. They can probably secure a shorter sentence. When she's free again, both physically and mentally, perhaps we can make a movie together, just like old times.
Bing is momentarily stunned.
Are you sure? With all due respect, Miss Noah, that will probably be a very long time from now.
So, even if we're old ladies by then, as long as we can still move, I'm certain we can make movies. Speaking of which, you'd make an excellent addition to my crew, Miss Liang. Don't hesitate to contact me if you reconsider your career choice.
You're very generous, Miss Noah. But I think I'll stick to being a fan for the time being. I look forward to seeing what you do next.
You won't be disappointed. By the way, have you seen Miss Latham lately? I tried to invite her, but she didn't pick up the phone. She must have left it in her room again.
Actually, I ran into her at the hospital earlier. Miss Scott just regained consciousness. She wanted to visit her.
Noah's smile fades slightly, and a contemplative expression comes over her.
Miss Scott... Something tells me that there's still an unsolved mystery there.
You mean a truth hidden behind all these incidents?
Yes, like a chessboard, with the pawns placed on the front line. Somehow, we've managed to fight our way out, escaping our planned doom. But who is the player who placed us there? They are still a mystery, watching us from the shadows. I don't like this feeling.
I'll keep an eye on the matter. I already made a detailed report to my superiors. If there's anything else going on, I'm sure the vigils will put a stop to it.
I suppose
I'm sure it'll be
and see.
fine. Well, very welcome stream. Noir's expression does not ease. Seems the title, Vigil's Bureau, doesn't bring her much confidence. Before Lian can inquire further, Boltier calls her.
Hey, you two! Get your asses in the screening room! We're all waiting for you!
On our way!
Nothing's more important than a movie that's about to start. Let's go, Vigil.
But after the attempted murder, they exchange a smile and enter the makeshift theater together. The film reel got exorcised, but the big tiger's gone now. And Chi Xing's in prison. Or rather, like, in a holding cell. Just in time to watch the credits roll. Or I guess there's one more. There's one more. Anonymous visitor. Probably do a little bit of gambling after this.
Scott's ward. Did I take a wrong turn? Oh, excuse me, Doctor. Could you tell me where Constance Scott's ward is? I'm kinda lost.
You're in the wrong area. You need to go straight forward this way, take a left at a corner, and a right at the next.
Forward, left, then right. Okay, I'll remember it now. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Loggerhead makes her way down to the hallway, muttering the directions to herself as she goes. Then she stops and turns back in confusion.
That's odd. Why do I feel like I talked to that doctor a few days ago? Must just be my bad memory. The lady last time was more friendly.
She tilts her head before quickly deciding to let it go.
Wait, which way did she say again?
Sorry, Doctor. It isn't time for the routine checkup yet.
You're right. But yesterday's medical report showed some concerning fluctuations in the patient's data. It's probably nothing serious, but we should conduct a clinical check on the patient, just in case.
Please wait a moment. Let me verify this with your superior.
Of course, officer. You can never be too cautious, especially when the patient's involved in a sensitive case.
Yeah. Thanks for your...
Patient inside the ward hears the conversation outside the door come to an abrupt halt. She sits with her hand cuffed to the railing, turning her head away from the window and toward the closed door before her.
What's wrong?
There is no response from the other side. Several seconds later, the doorknob turns. Standing in the doorway is the doctor. She looks vaguely
Good
familiar.
afternoon, Miss Scott. How are you feeling today?
Before the door is closed again, Scott catches a glimpse of the Arcane Affairs officer staring straight ahead. He doesn't so much as glance in her direction. Something is wrong. Scott shoots up straight.
Who are you? Someone brought you these flowers.
Flowers?
Only then does she notice the doctor is holding a glass filled with pure white flowers. Fresh and delicate.
No. Something's not right. I heard what you said to the officer. How are you supposed to do a medical check with a flower vase?
Scott vaguely hears her own voice being swallowed, but somehow he doesn't care. All her attention is locked on the vase. Not the flowers, but the vase itself. At first glance, it looks like any other glass item. And now that it's under the sunlight, it's shimmering like crystal, reflecting dreamlike colors around the world.
Is this crystal?
The barrier blocking off her memory suddenly bursts.
It's you, madam. You said you wouldn't contact me unless something bad happened. Is there something wrong with the object you bought?
No, it is perfect. You have been of superb help.
Scared of a face. I'm sure it'll be fine.
It was my honor to serve you, madam. And I must say, you have incredible foresight. The vigils caught me, but they couldn't get any useful information because I can't remember any.
But you still seem to be in a rather precarious situation.
Yes, but you needn't worry. I can handle this myself.
That is good to hear.
The other end of the communication incantation falls silent. If not for the light still reflecting from the vase, you might have thought the other party already hung up.
By the way, I met Matilda not long ago. She was worried about you. Have you not contacted her?
That is not necessary. Were she more perceptive, she would have already discovered me herself. She will find me when she's ready.
The voice on the other side shows a little interest in the topic. Scott smirks to herself but struggles to find another excuse to prolong the conversation. But her moment has already passed. The colors twist, and her consciousness begins to spiral.
What was I doing again?
I am contacting you to express my gratitude. Merci beaucoup, Miss Scott. And please believe me, you are far more gifted than you think.
The woman's voice rings out from a particularly distorted and colorful spot in the room. It is elegant, dignified, and strangely familiar.
Who are you?
The voice does not answer.
However, those black dogs have a keener sense of smell than I thought. I am afraid our relationship has come to an end. Adieu, Miss Scott.
Huh? Wait.
Talking to exactly, I am pretty sure that this is Matilda's mother. Is apparently not trustworthy. Bullet shatters the vase, shattering the dream and crashing her back to reality. At some point, the door was slightly opened. A pair of black leather boots steps over the shards of the broken vase and comes to a stop at Scott's bedside.
Huh, they run fast, that's for sure. Looks like this fish is bigger than we thought. Have you figured out what happened to the two officers?
The woman turns to her cadet. A man, also dressed in the same black uniform, is dragging the unconscious body of a doctor who visited earlier, besides that a DAA officer who has been keeping guard
They're
outside.
under some kind of hypnosis. Caster's no amateur either. Arcane fluctuations are impossible to trace.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
She crouches down to pick up a shard of glass. As she examines it, her mouth curls into a smile.
Not bad. This is really bad. We already knew Scott was the culprit, but you just had to use her as bait to reel in the fish hiding in the darkness. Now all we have is Scott with no memories of what happened, and a stone-cold trail. Truly genius. And I still don't get why you're keeping all this from Liang. She's your cadet, and right here in the city. We should have had her join the investigation. I can't wait to see her face when she finds out what's been going on. And I'm not defending you this time either.
Faced with her cadet's accusations, the woman feigns innocence.
Defending me? There's nothing to defend. If we told her about our plan, she would have started acting differently and spooked our fish. Besides, the whole point of her field training program in the LAPD was to see if she could handle things on her own. And she's proven that she can. The Division of Arcane Affairs seems to adore her, so I'm sure the Deputy Chief will give her an excellent write-up. Everything's turned out great, hasn't it? See how considerate I am. How I always do things in my cadet's best interests. How could you make me out to be such a heartless, irresponsible monster?
He exaggerates a sorrowful expression, which only makes the cadet roll his eyes in exasperation.
Oh, don't give me that look. Anyway, I think I've got an idea as to what's going on.
Really?
The woman drops her act and smiles knowingly.
Our big fish got away. Yes, but just confirming that a fish this big exists has already made this worth our time. Now, back to the stolen arcane items. There are 5 in total, including the cursed film reel and the wind-up toy that the timekeeper shattered. Tell me, Bob, does our fish need all 5 arcane items?
It's Alan, not Bob. How many times do I have to tell you? And to answer your question, no. I don't think so. The wind-up toy has already been destroyed, and the film reel's been recovered by a fellow cadet. These items did cause a few problems, but I don't see any common thread between the incidents they caused.
Correct, Brian. Those 2 items were probably just decoys to divert our attention.
Again, it's Alan.
Ignoring the cadet's correction, she goes on.
夫藏木于林，人皆视而不见. Of the 5 objects, they probably only need 1. Take a guess, Buck. Which one do they need?
It's Alan. A-L-A-N. There isn't even a single B in it.
The cadet sighs, half in reluctance, half in realization.
Well, out of the 3, which one is... Wait, could it be?
Bingo.
From the way her cadet's face darkens, she can tell he has found the answer.
Does that mean the legend's real? It can really be used in that ritual?
It would seem so.
So, it's Manus Vindicte again.
He speaks the name, his expression grim.
They must have planted a mole somewhere among the Foundation's elites. Someone with clearance to the Arcanum Containment Department.
It seems our fish doesn't wear the black robe.
The woman taps her chin. This response makes her cadet's eyes widen in disbelief.
So you're saying there's someone behind all this who wants to perform that ritual, and somehow has the means to steal from the Foundation? There's just no way.
The stolen items would probably go to the Manus eventually. But I have a hunch that our wily fish isn't totally on their side. Manus Vindictae obviously considered the succubus a valuable asset before she got away, right? So if our fish was a die-hard loyalist, they would have delivered the wind-up toy to their master straightway, rather than letting it be passed around all over the place. While our fish is in collusion with Manus Vindictae, they are swimming in murky waters. They may be pursuing their own agenda.
She curls her lips into a smile and flicks the shard of glass from between her fingers.
Things are starting to get interesting, aren't they? Like I said earlier, not bad at all.
With that, the two figures in black vanish out the door. They really have been building up to 2.8 for like a solid year at this point. Not even a solid year. Like, Mystery with Matilda's mom started in 1.3. We've been really building up to that. We're frauds taking so much else to view. We do kind of know what they're referring to as that ritual now, since the 2.8 trailer is out for CN. Gambling time. $17. What am I at? 30. 36. For a single. First.
Alright, ready to welcome me.
Good day. My name is Nick.
3.
Everything in the world is born.
4.
It's my pleasure to meet you, my fellow.
So this will get me to 50. Revelation of Water. I have not pulled on this banner at all. I might eventually, but I need her first. All of my pulls are going to go make sure I get her first. That gave me that. That's 50. 51.
Hello, I'm Lisa.
I believe that's just 5. Repairs? Never.
I don't think I will ever.
Got her in 30. I'm at 118. I have been suffering this banner.
Aloha! Welcome to. Y'all want some fries, burgers, or apple martini?
Right, so that's about... If that's 54. I need 16 more pulls to guarantee.
Hey. She's totally motionless.
Hard mode should... Yeah, get more pulls. Lost the house because of your gambling. Too bad.
Which of these darlings shall we accept?
The grass is soft enough for a bed.
Would you care to lie down? Keep calm.
Let's do a hard remote real quick and have like... more. Lone checks on us again. I'll run faster.
It's been proven safe. All in moderation.
grass, they eat my flesh. Skill issue.
So easy. Hi, Master. Look at you. So broken.
Really just ulted on the box.
Scientific
Too many loans. The IRS is after you now. Just running you even faster. Just don't let them catch you.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
Hard bits. I was really hoping to pull for Aleph, but at this point I'm not sure I'll have the funds to.
Do you feel ready to discuss it? Don't worry. Don't be afraid. Keep calm. Off my mirror.
I do not have more money to spend, unfortunately. It's too low. Steal the food. Eat the grass. Become a cow. At the very least, the good thing about this game is that most characters just get added to the stand banner.
Don't be afraid.
So you will get them eventually. And yeah, still is gonna be my priority, considering it's gonna be like a year until she gets a rerun.
A fragment of truth.
Oh, so many station points. Simply a skill issue.
I'll be right here.
Car repairs. Get a scooter. Transportation anymore than walk. Learn how to teleport.
Do you feel ready to discuss it? Don't be afraid.
My legs do a handstand. Crawl like a worm.
I don't remember having a reason to worry.
You say you're not walkable, yeah, true.
Don't worry. It's been proven safe. I will be watching you.
Last time I tried to walk somewhere, I almost got ran over like 3 times. Took all of our limbs. How are you still alive? Besides, limbs are worth a lot. You can sell your limbs for more gambling money.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
So both of your kidneys.
Do you feel ready to discuss it?
Don't perfectly understood. Ha!
Would you care to lie down?
Keep calm. You're actually sell away your limbs? Probably not. At least not legally. Face moves. Yeah. Guarantee I'll just not get because I've been fair.
What time, Master? Crickets and fireworks! I will be watching you.
Illegal since 1984. That is concerningly recent. Like, why was it only illegal in 1984? I feel like maybe you should have done that a little bit sooner.
Perfectly understood. Would you care to lie down? Do you have a little faith in me, Master? Found it! Oh, so that's what happened. Don't worry, it's been proven safe.
Wow, okay, I'm ripping.
You're perfectly understood. Would you care to lie down? Keep calm. A fragment of truth. No use in avoiding it.
So what we didn't have an unfair time instead of them or taking to his organs issue.
All in moderation. Hi, Master. Look at you. Spoken. Thunder Talisman! Scientific version!
Sell their limbs for money. I mean, you can probably still find someone to buy your limb off of you. Just not gonna be legal. Sell my legs for more gambling money.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? I'll be right here. Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
I keep them a lot more stable than I have to. They release cheaper.
Feel my dark embrace. Thunder Talisman! Thunder! To me! The what time, Master? Would you care to lie down? Off my hill!
Sell my limbs for robot things. I mean, in a world where we can make like functional robot limbs that work properly, then actual flesh and bone probably wouldn't be worth a whole lot. We won't be alive then.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? You're perfectly understood. Crickets and fireworks! Don't be afraid. Keep calm. fragment of truth. No use in avoiding it. I'll be right here.
Ally Master. Thunder Talisman. Scientific
All in moderation.
And that'll count. How many more of these do I have to go? Probably like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more of these to auto through.
Do you feel ready to discuss it?
Africans. There have been like actual breakthroughs for artificial organs recently. So it's not like unplausible that we would.
Don't worry. It's been proven safe. No use in avoiding it.
I think I remember reading something about there just being like straight up an artificial heart.
Would you care to lie down?
You're perfectly understood. Take that, I say.
All in moderation.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master? Ally Master.
Look at you. So broken.
Artificial brain. I feel like the brain is like the only thing that you wouldn't be able to make artificial, or at least without several philosophical discussions on what it means to be alive.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
Or at least not like replacing your own.
Don't be afraid.
Please, allow me.
A fragment of truth.
Feel like dark and grace. Thunder Talisman. Scientific
All in moderation.
Do we die, we respawn?
Don't worry. I will be watching you. Don't worry.
Ally Master.
I'll be right here. All in moderation.
Artificial brain. Everything she makes on black. Always put everything on black. You'll never lose. Except for when you do. It was crazy stuff. Let me see. I should probably like do that just in case. Should only be 2 more. And more gambling.
You have a little faith in me, Master. Oh, be careful. Oh, look, copy that. Please, mortal. Thunder, to me.
Those are 180. Yeah. Rolls are more expensive, but pity, hard pity 70.
Great. Now back to the salon.
And final one. Let me see. Which one's cheaper overall? Just currency.
Oh, look, copy that. Perfectly understood.
Yeah, reverse 1999 overall is cheaper. Hit hard pity by about 2,000.
This part should do. Easy. Don't worry. It's been proven safe. Back, I say. You are not welcome here. Thunder Talisman, scientific version. Be careful. All in moderation.
The actual gambling stream. I do not have the money for that.
It's been proven. Would you care to lie down? You are not welcome here. I will be watching you.
I should choose. Oh. I feel like that is how you actually develop an addiction.
We'll find our home one day.
One turn this boss.
Look at you. So broken.
Hit some dice. An auto. Would probably lose an immense amount of money.
Dream.
Close enough to win one round.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
6 rounds is definitely close enough to 1. Streamers money from the new gambling. Yeah, that I probably would not do. This we have how many more? Four more. 58.
This place is quite different from where I used to live.
4-star sentient television. Another 4-star. And nothing.
Alright, ready to welcome me.
58 now. you're gonna hit soft pity again. The orphanage near me suddenly on fire. Vengeance. We would 5. 22 days left, yeah. At the very least, I can absolutely guarantee her 12 more. But I have roarings. Wherever it is. But at the very least, I will have her in 12 days. At the very least. I don't think there's anything that I can easily do for 5 gems. Unless I'm gonna do hard on this. Get 1 more. And I can just auto. Like maybe.
Which of these darlings shall we attempt
Yeah, I can
to
just auto this.
Oh look, you're perfect. We stand together.
I'll be right here.
Stay back, I say. Do have a little faith in me, master.
Okay, I'm here.
This card. Or
A Freddy's book?
This is by far the worst luck I've ever had on a banner, though.
It hurts. Oh, be careful.
Don't worry.
Perfect. Or
This book? Would you care to lie down?
feel like dark and bright like a metaphor to read.
A flag don't
Shall I, master?
all in moderation. Waiting it.
Stay back, I say. Maybe now it's easier to understand. Dream.
Those who are flag. Look at you. So broken. Don't be afraid.
To transcribe.
Keep calm.
That's not really the best you have to offer. Are we really doing this? Oh look, this card should do. Time to turn the page.
No use in avoiding it.
We stand together. Did I miss something? You are
A flag is
Shall I, master?
Hopefully this shouldn't
We'll
take
find our home.
too much
One day.
longer. Oh, hold on. Did you really just... Why
I'll be
did...
right here.
To read.
Really should not be relying on auto-targeting.
Enough! Maybe now it's easier to understand. You are not welcome here. Dream.
Yeah, like 1 more round.
Or oh look,
Don't worry. It's been proven safe.
I can't read it.
Yeah, there it goes. One more pull. anything on 59. The 5-star.
So this is the suitcase. Oh, I always wanted.
You have one more. I'm pretty sure this is officially soft pity. Soft pity. That's all it took. Finally.
Number 007405, Liang Yue reporting for duty. Ma'am, please allow me to handle any investigations, from surveying crime scenes to hunting down perpetrators. Oh, you want to be friends? I see. Then I will adjust my mindset.
126. If 14 pulls off, then the worst it could have been.
Hey. She's utterly motionless. Freezing.
Now I can start saving for Aleph. There. Sort by level.
Hello, ma'am. I'm writing a report on the crater brawl at Dodger Stadium.
Just level her up real fast and probably end.
I'm ready for now.
A safe Zima is ebullient.
Please watch out. Okay.
Should probably redo these old ones, these old battles. Make them a little faster.
My apologies. I'm so sorry.
It's just great. Keep distance once.
You're awake.
So
Your family asked me to get here.
Zima is
I will take you back.
Mia Bua Blade Shasta. Then a shot. It's just great. Keep distance once. Socialize. Хорошо. I'll go back then.
To this day.
Site 2.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Keep calm. Feel like dark and break. Boss you with the honor of the forest. Stay back, I say, sending down signals from I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need a
And then do that once more.
party in the sky and on the air. Stay back, I say. Do you have a little faith in me, Master? Feel like dark and break. Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
And there's Insight 2.
still feel the weight of expectation on my shoulders, yes. But is it burdensome? No. It's encouraging. Someone has to fight for truth and justice. So let me be the one.
And I'm out. Out of currency. Most painful banner of this game so far. Almost like pity. Oops. I do have to end here though. Finally got her though. Took 126 pulls. Oh. Thank you all for watching. Oh Yasumi, never stop gambling. Gambling always pays off.